Janae Hurst. I am 22 years old. I'll be 23 in a few weeks. And I am a photographer and hopefully soon to be a fashion icon, like in the city or something like that. So I interned with Canal Place past fall. In the beginning of the internship, we had to pick out of a bowl, just different decades. Ironically, I got the 2000s. So I decided to base my look off of Katrina. I decided to dedicate it to Katrina. It was almost a given. Like, I was kind of blue that I got the 2000s because I'm like, what else would I base it off? It has to best represent New Orleans. And in the beginning, they also told us that we'll have a showcase to showcase our looks and things like that. So, yeah, honestly, it took more curating ideas than putting it together for me. That was like curating ideas and like the description and stuff. That was like my favorite part. And it took the longest. Like curating ideas took about 3 months. And then putting the look together was like less than 4 days, so about 3 days. I work with a designer named Paige. Her brand is Legit More. And I also worked with an Indian beater, Uncle Zach. He's from the 7-1 front of town on tour. Yeah, it was crazy how it all came together. Me and Paige had done a fashion show once before, and then she called me back to direct the fashion show again, which was like 3 weeks before the showcase. So it was Black Friday, then the fashion show, and then Canal Place. So it was like so back, like my weeks were so back to back and like just so jam packed. I didn't really have time to like focus on Canal Place. So I think it was Monday. It was that Monday I just started my job at Monty's, and I'm like, if I don't get this bag done or started today, like if I don't get a bag today, I could X that out. Like, this is Monday. The showcase is Friday. Like, I'm like, I can X that out. So as soon as I got off work, I shot to H&M, found a bag. Thank God. I bought it to Uncle Zach. I got the material from Jefferson Variety. I just still went just to test my luck. Called up 5 minutes before I got in there. I'm like, I'm so sorry to be one of those people, but I know exactly what I want, and I can make this real quick for y'all. So I told her that I wanted beaded material, black beaded material, and she brought me straight to something. It was supposed to be at 5. The program started at 6. I got there at 6:02, so I was late. So I'm running off a lot of adrenaline. My bag was still getting beaded at 5:30. So I was really like just running off of adrenaline, not knowing. I scraped my knee, getting my mannequin out on display. So when I won, well, everyone like who was passing was like, Janae, come on. But I hadn't seen all my peers' stuff. I just knew mine miraculously looked good together. So when I won, it was like, oh, cool. Like, like it was super exciting. Once I was up there, she was like, well, since you're up here, we might as well keep you up here because you won Best in Show too. And like everybody went crazy again. And I was just like, I'm like so weird, like being on the spotlight. So I'm like that's cool. Like, like I didn't expect that at all, to be honest. I was just really honored to be in the internship. I thought it was a blessing because I go to Canal Place all the time. Not necessarily to shop, but even just since a kid, like that was just, we would pass through Canal Place. So, window shop or something like that. So to be a part of a program and then to like win, win twice, it was like super cool. I would describe my personal style as minimal, classic, and statement making. I think it's like just super important to be timeless. I think a great deal of combining like my style with where I'm from and catering to the current audience that I have is timelessness. I know that where I'm from has a lot to do with my style. So it's like a huge impact. Even, just being a little flavorful. Like, we from New Orleans, so like that's just in us. Like, we can't help it. And that's always timeless. Flavor is always timeless. And then just catering to the audience. Just well, I'm in marketing as well. I have a degree in marketing, so sometimes you understand the metrics of people's understanding and brain and just how things work. Um, I don't really know how to answer that. People gravitate toward me. People really do. I'm not gonna lie, because I really am more reserved than some people think. Both reassurance and they go for attention. Like, and that's all of us. Like, I would not front. And that's why people continuously use social media and try to get more followers, because when you see a little red dot or a little blue dot, whatever come up, it's like instant gratification and it feels good, So people definitely use social media for attention, some more than others, as we know, and things like that. Yeah. I think recreating yourself is important and necessary, like all the time. Not all the time, but every few years, sometimes you have to recreate yourself and your brand. Continue to have your audience engaged in you and what you're doing and updating yourself and stuff like that. Feminism to me is being godlike. Because if God was any gender, it would be a woman and not a man. Feminism is being gentle when we don't want to, loving when we don't want to, when it's hard. Like, it's things that you can't help as a woman, that we try to sometimes avoid, but it's really beautiful elements and aspects that make us who we are. Feminism is being a proud woman. Most definitely, there's definitely going to be a shift. Well, the shift is happening. The shift is full blown right now, and it's scary. It's scary to some people. It's scaring people. Like, we in America are pretty blessed to be able to express feminism in the broadest of ways, because in other countries they can't. But it's coming, and when it does happen, especially worldwide, it's gonna cause so much chaos and things, because we're in a world that's it's patriotic, and it shouldn't be. At one point, it wasn't. You gotta do your research, like. But it's happening again, and it's just gonna make the world a better place, because women should be in charge, for sure. Yeah, the industry, definitely. Like, hearing, it makes me cringe, hearing chants over a bounce beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just things like that. We definitely influence people, the goals, like, and it don't be no grills, like, this shit's permanent. Like, that shit, uh, it makes the culture go into flames. Like, it's really fire, the impact that we can have on people. And we don't be realizing this shit. We really don't. Well, some people really don't. Women that who inspire me. Women who inspire me. My aunt, Auntie Ty, Sunshine. She's probably the reason I'm a little more girly than I was. Like, I grew up with a lot of guys, so that's kind of hard to break through. But she used to give me her old polish, her old makeup, and hand me downs, and I just used to, just learn how to do my own makeup and nails and things like that. She will always allow us to paint and wear whatever we want and things like that. Ashley Longshore, she's an artist here in New Orleans. Crazy style, like crazy. Anytime I ever see Gucci platforms, like that's the first person I think of because that's the first person I ever saw with Gucci platform shoes, sneakers. I love Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is like y'all rebels, well like us rebels. She's definitely calmed down from what she used to do, and she probably still hasn't. But when she does wear her more normal clothes, which are still aren't like that normal, like it's always just super cool, and she just promote just being herself. She never gave a shit and never will, and I hope she never don't. Ooh, I feel like I think about this often. My favorite thing about being a woman, especially being a Black woman, is like just the sassiness. Kind of how like the world is your runway. I think that's so much fun. Another one of my favorite things about being a woman is the fact that for a woman, like beauty is like really unlimited. Like I feel like every month there's something new to be added on my monthly things to do. But I love it. Beauty is really unlimited when being a woman, and it continues adding on and adding on. It's pretty cool. One of the biggest things they're gonna have to deal with is like being introduced to things quickly, and it not being a gradual thing. Like it's gonna be like it's a thing that's like really forceful, really in your face. Sometimes even when parenting, you can't stop your kids from seeing all things. And now the world is literally in our hands with our phones. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be a huge obstacle for them. Just learning things gradually rather than all at once. The advice I would give to my younger self would be something that I always find myself saying nowadays is keep going. Because we think that things are like so hard and we're not gonna get through and X, Y, and Z, but keep going because everything, even the obstacles or the things that stop us, like it's for a reason. The outcome is greater than what you could have expected because lately I've been thinking like 16-year-old me would never think I would be into photography as much as I am. I'm into fashion. 16-year-old me would never think people would ask me to do interviews. Like I was just not lollygagging, but just being little old me and kind of worrying about things that I shouldn't have and not understanding. That where I'm supposed to be, I will be. And where I'm not supposed to be, I won't be. First, being loving, because a lot of people like to focus on like hate and people not liking them and things like that. But there's always more people who love you than who hate you, and you receive love by giving love. So definitely being loving. Um, Also, I want to be remembered by not giving a shit. I don't be giving a shit. Like, if my mom's accepted it now, like, if the whole world could accept Janae Hurst not giving a shit, that's so cool. Like, I definitely won't be remembered by not giving a fuck. Like, that's like one of the best things. Being authentic, like, in all aspects. So, whether it's fashion, whether it's lifestyle, or like giving health and beauty tips, I am a divine woman.